Hello. Happy Monday, everybody. I trust you all had a good weekend. We're on a little later tonight. I apologize for that. This is Timeout Overtime. On the Timeout Overtime YouTube channel, I'm Rick Arsenal. As always, thanks so much for watching and listening. You know the drill. If you haven't done so yet, please get down there in the corner, smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you very much for doing that. And tell your friends, let your friends know the next subscriber to this very podcast will be the winner. And if you're already a subscriber, you can tell them what they're going to win. Okay. All right. And thank you for that. Spread the word, please. Please spread the word. About 15, let's say between a little more than 15 minutes tonight. So what transpired over the weekend? Well, let's see. Where do you want to start? The Tigers, Pistons, Lions. I think we'll start with the Tigers. Start with the Tigers tonight. Coming off a series at the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, which is, by the way, one of my favorite ballparks down there. You might see compared to Comerica Park, it's like a Little League ballpark down there. But beautiful, beautiful setting. And they really did a good job. The outline of the downtown Cincinnati, everything else. It's entertaining watching a game down there because you know you're going to see a lot of home runs hit. And it started Friday night with 8 home runs flying out of there, 4 by each team. Tigers got a 5-0 lead and looked like they were on their way. The Reds cut it down to 5-3. Then the Rays came. It looked like they were going to call it right there after 6 innings. They waited more than 2 hours. I don't know why. And when they resumed play, make a long story short, the Reds came back and took a 7-5 lead. Tigers came up in the 8th inning, hit a couple of home runs. Kerry Carpenter, 2-out, 2-run homer, put the Tigers up 8-7, and it looked like they were going to win it. Bottom of the 9th inning, Kenley Jansen gets the first 2 outs. He had 2 strikes on the next batter. He gets a little flare single to center field, a little bleeder. Had 2 strikes up on the next hitter. He hits a home run. Reds walk it off, 9-8. That still sticks in my craw yet. So the Tigers lost the Saturday nationally televised game. It was a stinker. They won yesterday 8-3. They should have won 2 out of 3 in that series, but they didn't. So right now they're 15-14. They're tied with the Cleveland for first place in the American League East. Speaking of the American League, look at standings in all 3 divisions in the American League: East, Central, and West. Except for the New York Yankees, no one is doing anything. The other 14 teams are bad. But by bad, I mean the first place teams are playing, 1 or 2 games over 500 in both divisions. Look at the American League Central. The Tigers and the Guardians share the lead in that division at 15-14, and they're in first place. I think the Athletics are in first place in the West. What are they, a game or 2 over 500? So what that tells me is the National League so far has been beating up on the American League. Look at the National League Central. Tigers have played a lot of National League teams already. Of course, they've got 3 more starting tomorrow night in Atlanta. Braves, I believe, right now have their best record in all of baseball. And I guess the good news for the Tigers is they've got their top 3 pitchers going: Mize, Skubal, and Valdez. Just be thankful after this series. I don't think we'll be playing many National League teams, at least for the rest of the month anyway. If you look at the schedule for May, if you have a pocket schedule, get it out and look at it. You'll notice that the month of May, after this series in Atlanta, to end in the month of April, The Tigers have a relatively easy schedule in May. Let's hope they can take advantage of that. And how about Spencer Torkelson? Last week, everybody wanted to trade him. He was doing nothing. All he's done is hit 5 home runs the last 5 games, 1 in each game. He got his OPS way up. He's still, he's still on a pace to get more than 30 home runs and 90 runs batted in. Some players get off the slow starts. Bobby Witt Jr. for Royals, who are really bad so far anyway, and that's surprising to me. I thought they had a pretty good pitching staff in Kansas City. Bobby Witt Jr. just hit his first home run the other day, I think. Go figure. It's a hard game to play. It's hard to figure out. But anyway, Riley Green has the average up to close to 300. And what can you say about Kevin McGonigal? He's been nothing short of sensational so far. Cole Keith doesn't have a home run yet, but he's got the average. He's hitting well over 300. He's getting on base. The home runs will come for him too. I'm not concerned about that at all. I'm still mad about Friday night because they're 15 and 14. They should be 16 and 13 right now and in first place, but they're not. They needed to take 2 out of 3 in Cincinnati because they're about to play the best team in baseball, 3 games down there. I guess you could say the best case scenario to be to try to win 1 game down there too, but come back here at 500. But if somehow they could take 2 out of 3 in Atlanta, that'd be a big figure in their cap because they come home and they've got a 6-game, 2-series homestand against 2 bad teams right now. Texas is crap, and so are the Red Sox. 3 with the Rangers, 3 with the Red Sox were so bad they fired their manager the other day. We're not even a month into the season. Alex Cora is gone. Not even a month into the season. To me, that's a little bit surprising. So a quick hook for Alex Cora in Boston. Another manager who may want to be looking over his shoulder right now is Rob Thompson of the Phillies. They're bad too. Well, I think the Mets are in last place in the National League East. Neither the Phillies or the Mets are doing very well right now. I guess you could say the Marlins are holding their own, but it's been the Braves right now. They're playing better, the best baseball of anybody. Tigers are in there tomorrow night. I guess the best case scenario will be to maybe just win 1 game down there. But hey, the bats are booming right now. It's good to see the home runs coming. And Yu Lee had his first major league home run yesterday. It was a big hit, put the Tigers in the lead stage. So, all right, we got you caught up on baseball and thinking of all the happenings there. The Guardians are playing tonight at home against the Rays, and I don't know if that game is in a rain delay yet or not. Anyway, so before we get into basketball about the Pistons, Finish Line Family Restaurant, got some news for you. First of all, the Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road in Hillsdale. Everybody knows where that is. Hours of operation. I mean, it's the best darn sit-down restaurant in our area. And I've got some exciting news for you. I can confirm for you tonight. 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily. They're open until 8 o'clock on Friday night. And beginning Memorial Day weekend. I think that would be beginning Thursday night, the 21st. Thursdays, they will be open until 8 o'clock every Thursday night. So then 8 o'clock on Thursday night, 8 o'clock Friday night. Opening up at 6 a.m. With a classic car drive-in. Sounds like a lot of fun. So, Memorial Day weekend. Starting May 21st, every Thursday night, the Finish Line Family Restaurant will be open 2 nights a week until 8 o'clock on Thursday and Friday. Thursday sounds like a lot of fun. Classic car drive-in every Thursday night there. And root beer floats and hot dogs and full menu, but those will be featured. So it sounds like a lot of fun. Look, Finish Line Family Restaurant serving our community for the better part of 40 years, 4 decades. the best doggone sit-down restaurant in our area. It's not even close, bar none, folks. Where do you want to start? The award-winning breakfast served all day. A lot of exciting new menu items. They're all good, reasonably priced, fast, friendly service, great family atmosphere. It's everything you would want in a down-home, good old-fashioned sit-down family restaurant. And this is a testimonial from me. I have no script, okay? And I can promise you, when you fuel up from food or with food from the Finish Line Family Restaurant, you will always finish first. After you paid your bill and you're walking out that door, you'll have a big smile on your face. I can promise you that. Looking forward to seeing everybody then, every Thursday night, beginning May the 21st. Classic car drive-in night at the Finish Line Family Restaurant. The beginning Memorial Day weekend, they will be open Thursdays and Fridays until 8 o'clock. Okay? All right. Also brought to you in part by Barron Insurance. Seniors, I've got a question for you. Have you got your playbook ready for Medicare? Don't let healthcare costs bench you. We're calling an audible with Joe Gruden at Barron Insurance to help you navigate Medicare and health insurance. So whether you're aging into Medicare or you're in a special enrollment period or you're losing other coverage, Joe's got the stats and the know-how to help you score the best coverage for your needs. Plus, you get a game plan for retirement healthcare costs. Okay? Now, what about businesses? Businesses don't get sacked. Joe's got group health plan coverage options for you too. Give Joe a call at 517-849-1000 or check him out at www.barrettins.com. That's all one word. You'll find him on the corner of US 12 and M99 in Jonesville. That's Joe Gruden Insurance, protecting your dreams. 517-849-1000. BarrettINS.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. And of course, I've heard the word here, Quality PC, downtown Hillsdale. The only place around here to go for tech services, 37 Walden Street, downtown Hillsdale, 517-610-5372. Any tech issues at all, Tim Lilly and his staff are more than capable of resolving any technical dilemmas you may have, sales or service or whatever. This is the only place to go for tech services, okay? Again, this is testimonial. I don't have a script. Computers, flat screen TV mounting, programming setup. Maybe you're changing internet providers. You need that installed. Printers, never use anything at all. Just get in there and see them. Any tech service you need. 517-610-5372. 37 Walter Street, downtown Hillsdale. And when you get in there, tell them Mickey sent you. Thank you very much. Pistons play tonight. They're down 2-1 to the Magic. And what can you say? Missing in action. Missing in action has been Jalen Duren. So far, I think Bickerstaff has been outcoached. They've got to find a way to get Duren more involved in the offense. Again, this simply goes to show that the second season, the NBA playoffs, are a whole different animal than the regular season. Pistons lose tonight, and they go on to lose this series. And this has happened several other times that an 8 seed has beaten a 1 seed. Right now, it looks like a 60-win season didn't have much relevance to it at all. And this doesn't look like the same team. Hey, playoffs are a different animal. I'm sorry, they just are. Is Orlando that good? I don't know. Wagner, what can you say? They got to come out and win tonight. They get down 3-1, even though the next game is back here. It's over. They're going to win 3 straight games from the Magic. They're just not. And maybe we're seeing now why Cleveland let Bickerstaff go. Good regular season coach, but not the playoffs. So Pistons, they got to find, they got to find a way of adjusting to the defensive maneuvers that have been employed against them. And Kate Cunningham can't do it alone. He's got to have scoring help. Dennis Jenkins is another one. When Cade missed several weeks at the end of the season there with a collapsed lung, Jenkins kind of took over. He knew he had to, but he has not been very good either. Sorry, Thompson, good defensively, but he's not a scoring option. I'm sure Trajan Langdon, if they're eliminated in the first round, will go get a lot of criticism for not having done more at the trade deadline too. But we'll see. See what happens tonight. Like I said, pretty much of a must-win for them tonight. Let's go over Lions. It's almost comical in retrospective to put a grade on these draft classes. But they do, and I'll do it now. But I give them a B. I was torn between an A- and a B, but I give them a B or B plus for the 7 young men that they drafted. They got 2 starters, okay? With the 17th pick, Blake Miller, big offensive tackle out of Clemson, 6'7", about 320. Started 54 consecutive games at Clemson. Played all 4 years, including his as a true freshman. Got the starting job down there. Look, of all these tackles, I think Miller was the most plug and play ready guy. Okay, step right in from day one and compete and play effectively at right tackle. Oh, I know Dan Campbell has told him he have to compete with the job, compete for the job with Larry Borum. I don't think Larry Borum's going to be the starting right tackle. Okay, the average age of this offensive line has gone down dramatically. It's now 25. So from left to right, you got Sewell moving over to left tackle, Christian Mahogany at left guard, Cade Mays at center, right guard, Tate Ratledge at right tackle, Blake Miller. I think it's a good young line. It will get better with each game. And I like the depth they have on the line now. I just mentioned Larry Borum. You've got Miles Frazier, who they drafted last year, was hurt. Played at the end of last year. I thought he played effectively. Juice Scruggs, that's the lineman they got from the Texans in the David Montgomery trade. The depth on that line is very good right now. He had to address some issues that they had, and I thought he did with the first 2 picks. I just mentioned Blake Miller. I thought Derek Moore, edge out of Michigan. At the time, it was their turn to pick there in the second round. They had the 50th pick. They moved up. They made a trade, I believe, with the Jets. They moved up 4 spots to take Derek Moore, the edge out of Michigan. Derek Moore's a man. Okay, he will step right in and be the bookend to what Hutchinson is on the other end. Derek Moore is to me, is underrated in watching his tape, watching his film. He'll do a good job. Okay, I predict a combined number of sacks for Hutchinson and Derek Moore next year to be 27 or 28 maybe. I think they'll both get double. Look, Hutch had 14 and a half last year. I think I can see Derek Moore with anywhere from 10 to 12. I think they will complement one another very well. Derek Moore may need a little more seasoning in regard to playing against the run. But I think they got 2 starters for those first 2 picks. They did not have a 3rd round pick. 4th round, they took another Michigan player, Jimmy Roller, linebacker, led the team in tackles last year. He'll play on special teams. I think he'll compete with Malcolm Rodriguez for playing time at linebacker. 5th round pick, Keith Abney II, a corner out of Arizona State. That's the guy that I'm excited about. He could start. He could very well start. Of course, the guy that needs to pick it up too this year is DJ Reed. Round 5, Kendrick Law, wide receiver out of Kentucky, speedy guy. I think they got him more as a kick returner. And then the last two in the 6th and 7th round, pick number 205 overall, Skylar Gill-Howard, a defensive tackle out of Texas Tech. At round 7, pick number 222, Tyree West at edge out of Tennessee. I think both those young men have a chance to make the team, but usually when you get down to 6th or 7th round picks, it gets a little dicey. But that's the 7 young men the Lions have drafted. The schedule will be out probably somewhere between May the 12th and May 14th. We'll know then who they're playing. Well, we know who they're going to play, but we don't know when and where right now. We'll know who the Lions are playing in Munich this coming season. So that's always exciting, too, when you wait for the schedule to come out. Are the Lions better now than they were when the season ended? I think they are. I think they are. And then you could look at how the other 3 teams in the division did in their draft. I think the Packers had a good draft. I don't necessarily think the Bears or Vikings did. I'm still baffled by the Rams, number 13 overall pick, taking the quarterback out of Alabama. I don't understand that pick at all. You know, a 13th overall pick has to come in and have an immediate impact, and he won't. Ty Simpson, he's just not going to have unless Stafford gets hurt, you won't see him at all this year. He might be in there at garbage time or something, but that's a little baffling to me. I don't. To me, that's still a head scratcher. I don't understand that. But all right, that's going to do it. I'll talk to you all again on Wednesday. Don't forget to listen to us every Saturday morning here locally in WCSR 92.1 FM with the Time Out Show, Andy and Jed, every Saturday morning from 9 to 10. Again, as I said, I'll talk to you all again on Wednesday. Thanks so much for watching and listening. I can't thank you folks enough. Spread the word. Will you please get the word out? So until Wednesday, I'll simply bid you all a very pleasant good evening. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Remember to please treat each other with respect. So have a good night. So long, everybody. Bye-bye.